And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get right to it without asking for a like and a favourite before the motherfucking thing has even started. Fuck that shit, man. Right, so, following on from the last video where I tore White Boy 7 Street a new one for being the bullshitting arsehole bitch boy exploiter of each and every one of you that he is, the calling out is far from over, let me assure you. For today, we have a new one for the chopping block. Of truth. Dun dun dun. In this video, we're going to be focusing our attention on Xjawz, real name Sam Batesh, aka the scrawny little Kurt Angle lookalike who has a penchant, or penchant, for bragging. Another one guilty of begging for likes and favourites and subscribers, misrepresenting his videos in every which way but loose, abusing giveaways to his advantage, blah 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 blah, and all the rest. It's these very things that have allowed him to, for one out of a million examples, buy that big flashy $55,000 Mercedes E-Class coupe that he was all too pleased to brag about in that one quite frankly disgusting video.
This is my car, my car, my car, my car, my car.
With the money that he earned on YouTube from exploiting people. Kind of like a slave trader in 19th century Virginia, actually. Except the white suit and moustache would look a little silly on Sammy Boy, wouldn't they? But we're not going to go into those things again because, well, I'd just be repeating exactly what I said in the White Boy 7 Street video. So please, take everything that I said about the aforementioned in my previous video and add those things onto everything else that I'm about to say about Xjawz in this video, dear viewers. With these things in mind, Xjawz, unlike the others, get this, actually thinks that he is a celebrity. A full-blown, actual celebrity. No joke. Hanging out with Justin, the man himself, Bieber? Well, aren't you just awesome? You may have been able to pull the wool over the eyes of your prepubescent viewer base, Sammy, but I saw through that shit in a second for what it really was. Let's go into the reason as to why you were so keen to have your picture taken with your dog, the almighty bitch of all bitches himself, shall we? It's not because you actually admire or care about the guy. Again, a word that I use very loosely when referring to that turd, because you very clearly don't, beyond the fact that you might consider him to be a fellow celebrity. But because A, it sent your ego through the roof, and B, because you knew that that picture would find its way onto YouTube and Twitter, and because you're there in the presence of the B-bitch himself, you thought that his legions of teenage girl fans would go out of their way to find you on the aforementioned websites, and subsequently bump your subscriber and follower count a little bit. Didn't you? So, when was the last time the two of you had a little chinwag through email or over the phone? Or he invited you to one of his shows then, Sammy? That's what I thought. You used and then forgot about him, just like you did all the others. Oh, and get this. I'm not sure of the outcome, but the stupid little brat was actively seeking to employ a bodyguard for his trip to PAX East from March 22nd to the 24th for fear of being hounded by 12-year-olds who, of course, are obviously much more of a threat to his life than, say, a celebrity stalker. The latter of which he doesn't have because he isn't a celebrity, but his overinflated, self-entitled ego won't allow him to think otherwise. He was willing to pay a whole $50 to $100 per day plus food and lodgings for someone to protect his stupid little arse from the kiddies. Can you imagine? He says it was for other reasons, but yeah, that's a load of crap. Well, unless you pay him money, I guess, but I'm completely unaware as to what devious little schemes he was thinking in his grim little head in regards to this. So yeah, his well-being means a lot, apparently. Really, this celebrity shit is the absolute worst thing about you, Sam, besides your blazing hypocrisy, which we'll be getting into a little later on in fact. You are not a celebrity and you are not important in any way, shape or form, Xjawz, so get that notion the fuck out of your sick little head. Anyway, the most recent, shall we say, controversy with Xjawz was that of the revealing of his girlfriend, who also happens to be a quote-unquote porn star, something that Sam is very, very proud of. Well, with a name like Pocahontas Jones, she isn't exactly going to be a baker, is she? Only he isn't proud in the sense that his beloved has landed her dream job in an industry that she has fought tooth and nail to get into, but rather he's proud, or should I say boastful like there's no tomorrow, of the fact that he is in a relationship with a quote-unquote porn star. Just because she's been in a couple of adult films and attended a naked photo shoot session doesn't make her a Actually, I'm getting really fucking bored of saying that now. Doesn't make her a porn star, mate. Your delusion is ludicrous and unfounded. Oh, but it doesn't end there. No. Following Xjawz's reveal of his beloved Pocahontas, the whole thing exploded into a fiasco of fiery proportions that absolutely no one could have anticipated. Followers and haters alike swarmed the girl's Twitter and took to Google in search of everything that they could find and dig up about her. Not just because she's Xjawz's girlfriend, but because he actually declared that she, quote unquote, at least I think this is a quote, does porn. If you'd have just left it at my girlfriend and made no further mention of the girl, as you should have done, you could have saved yourself a whole heap of bother there, Sammy. By the way, please allow me to clarify, I am not attacking Xjawz's girlfriend, her career, or anything even remotely related to her directly. Porno is cool, and as long as she's comfortable with that, that's just awesome, and I will defend that to the death. Rather, I'm attacking Xjawz's blatant disregard for the girl's privacy and safety based upon his overinflated ego. People, listen to me. Leave the girl alone. Leave Pocahontas Jones alone. Sam is the only one fit for blame here. Naturally, the biggest leech on the dark side of YouTube, Wings of Redemption, was one of the first to offer his opinion on the reveal, but more on that disgusting fuck in part 4. So yeah, you reveal the biggest details of derision of this girl, and you're honestly surprised that people started going off on you for sharing these things with the world. Obviously, a failed attempt at bragging. What was that I was saying about Xjawz's blazing hypocrisy? Oh yeah, as a result of all the backlash, the guy considers himself to be a victim of bullying. Cyberbullying, that is. Need I repeat what I said about my own experiences with bullying in my previous video? No. Little boy, you have never been bullied to the extent that many people have, both in person and online, and if you think for even a second that you're one of these people, that you're one of the crew, then you need to take a fucking reality check and consider just where your life is headed, because you are the one with the problem here, not the ones you're accusing of bullying you, who aren't even bullying you, you imbecile. In fact, they're not even bullying you or your girlfriend for any reasons other than that which you've allowed them to. You're a fucking idiot for revealing her identity and, more to the point, her profession, if you can even call it that. You fucking boasted about it like it was something commendable and that people would be absolutely overjoyed to hear and be oh so happy for you. You silly, silly, silly little twerp. What about I Fly a Lion-Eye? Or however the guy's name is pronounced, Sammy? What about what you did to him? You bullied him for a certain incident that he was involved in, didn't you? But you didn't just say a couple of nasty things about him and leave it there, did you? Oh no. No, you practically commanded your squadron of subscribers to home in on this dude and, to put it bluntly, destroy his life from the inside out in every way possible. To bully him. Sure, the guy went on Chatterbait and masturbated for money, but is that not practically what you do? Only behind the guise of some Black Ops 2 gameplay footage? Yes, it is. And is that not also what your girlfriend does? Only going a whole lot further, and with other people, multiple people, also for money. Because I'll be struck down dead if you tell me that she does it for the love of it, let me tell you now. You called iFly a whore, in those exact words, in that infamous calling out video of yours. So what exactly does that make your girlfriend then, Sammy? In fact, you called him out for his being a whore for money online by asking for likes and what can only be described as the currency of chatterbait, tokens, didn't you? Here's you actually saying it.
He was whoring himself out for money. He was literally being a whore for money online. Like, I'm not using whore in a derogatory term. I'm using whore as like a definition sense for these tokens. And he's a YouTuber who's getting millions of views a month. So you start thinking, you do a little math, millions of views a month. He's making thousands of dollars. He made definitely over $10,000 in some months of his new YouTube career. He's only been doing it for like 3 months, by the way. He still feels he needs to ask for likes on videos all the time and also do this other gig and ask for tokens all the time. He's asking for tokens and likes, tokens and likes, tokens and likes. Because that's what he does. And I wonder how long he's been doing the chatterbait thing for. Like, did we just ruin his chatterbait career, or did we just ruin his YouTube career? That's the interesting part.
Well, I've got news for you, kid. That is exactly what you do on YouTube, you fucking imbecile hypocrite. Only you're so fucking oblivious to the fact that you do it yourself, thanks to that ego of yours, that you don't even make that simple relation. And other people are the bad people, as you so deem them? Yeah. Fuck off, Sam, you contradictory, hypocritical, denial-ridden little whore. El Presidor couldn't have put it any better.
Number 1. Only children can be cyber bullied. If you are an 18-year-old adult, you cannot be cyber bullied. If you go around flaunting your life in front of a camera, you have to expect people coming out and giving their opinions on what you're doing. If you throw your family in front of a TV screen on the internet, you have to expect harsh criticism. That's just society that we live in. If you want to flaunt what you bought, or if you want to flaunt, for some reason, a girlfriend that's a porn star, you have to expect to be ridiculed. You can't expect to be celebritized. I mean, let's be honest about it. People think we're celebrities here. Come on, man. We're celebrities in the eyes of 12 to 15-year-old kids.
So true. Bet you're feeling a little more B-list now, aren't you, Jawzy? I'm about done with you, kid. I've said not all I have to say, because I could tell gospel about you until the motherfucking cows come home and shit all over the lawn. But, rather, I've said all I need to say. As a quick recap, here are the crimes of which Xjawz is guilty. Begging for likes and favourites to guarantee a top spot on the homepage. Where have we seen that before? Misleading video titles and miscategorization. Doing giveaways solely for more likes, favourites and subscribers, and all the other stuff I said I wouldn't mention because it's the same as what White Boy does, but I'm doing it anyway, so... Your faux celebrity status. Incessant bragging. Revealing your so-called porn star girlfriend to the world. Being a hypocrite. Fuck you. People are going to know pretty much all there is to know about these sordid little deeds and dealings of yours that have been going on right under their noses the whole time, Sammy boy. This isn't a video with the intention of hating on you, Sam. No, it's a video telling people what they have a right to know. And I feel as if I haven't even scratched the surface, to be quite honest. Your email inbox must be an absolute minefield of grounds to rip you to pieces once again. But, alas, that's something we'll probably never find out unless you decide to make a video bragging on about how you have 162,000 emails in your junk folder or something, just because it's a big number, and we all know how much you like big numbers, Sammy. Whatever. The truth is now officially out there, for all of you, so please, embrace it, for it doesn't come all too often around these parts. I wonder if he rage quitted this video just like all those Call of Duty matches. Next up, everyone's favourite long since expired slimeball tennis dad who doesn't seem to have a problem giving sex advice to 13-year-olds. I am, of course, talking about Woody's gamertag. See you then everyone, much love.
To you,